I'll give you an example for distinguished. Okay, so this is my sentence. The distinguished, let's make it bigger. Let's make it bigger. The distinguished professor was well known in the campus. Okay, that's one way to use distinguished. You can also say he distinguished himself by being the first in his class. Okay, those are two ways you can use distinguished. All right, do you have any questions about that?
No, teacher.
So, can you try and make a sentence with distinguished? Try to make one. So, a sentence that you can use it as an adjective, or you can use it as a verb, like what I did in the second sentence. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Is it hard?
Okay, okay. Uh, I can distinguish the buildings in the distance.
I can distinguish the buildings in the distance. Okay, good. It means you can see them, right? You can
Yes.
recognize them. Okay, another meaning for distinguish is as an adjective, it also means successful, authoritative, and commanding respect. Okay, that's another meaning for distinguish. That one is an adjective. Can you use distinguish as an adjective? So this one is correct. You used it as a verb. That's right. So now can you use
Okay.
it as an adjective?
Okay, okay. Um, he was a progenitor of a family of distinguished actor.
He was a what?
He was a distinguished actor.
Okay, good. He was a distinguished actor, right? Okay, next one, reduce. Okay, it means to make less, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you come up with a sentence for reduce?
Um, mm, it is important for us to reduce the the trash waste.
To reduce the trash waste.
Waste.
Okay. All right. Trash is already waste. Waste already means trash. So you only need one. Which word do you want to use?
To reduce the waste.
Okay, good. You can get rid of this. Okay, very good. Let's try the axle. So again, the axle, yeah, you're right. It's a kind of tool. Have you seen an axle before?
Mm, I know it. I know what it look like.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's used through the center of the wheel. All right, so make a sentence just for that.
Mm, there's a wheel axle.
There's a wheel axle,
Yes.
or you can just say there's an axle going through the center of a wheel, right? It actually goes through the center of the wheel. All right, now baffle, it means to confuse, okay? Or maybe to be confused.
Okay.
So, can you think of a sentence for that?
Mm, um, Sometimes the decisions baffle and enrage me.
Some, some,
Sometimes,
sometimes decisions baffle and enrage me. Yeah.
yes.
Okay, good. Sometimes, I think maybe you need a comma
The
here. Sometimes, comma.
uh okay.
Sometimes decisions baffle and enrage me. Okay, so those decisions confuse you. Okay, this
Yeah.
one should be easy. Okay, while
Mm.
can you use it in a sentence?
Um he was mm, he was making phone call while I'm watching TV. I
He
was watching TV.
he he was making phone call while I was watching TV, like that.
Yes,
Okay, good. All right, I think phone call is words. What's the main word?
a phone call.
Very good. Yeah, a phone call. Don't forget the article. Okay, this is about an appealing idea. So I guess another way of saying that is an attractive or good idea, right?
Yes.
That's what it means. Okay, can you make a sentence for that?
Uh, it is a pairing idea which is about to improving the Arctic environment.
Okay, so let's just go straight to the point. Improving the Arctic environment is an appealing idea. Is that right?
Okay. Yes.
Improving. Okay, I'm not very sure what you mean about improving the Arctic environment. I have an idea what you're trying to say. So, but I don't think improving is the right word. Can you come up with a better word instead of improving?
Um to um
I think you mean to say that the Arctic is in danger and you want to somehow help protect it.
refine it.
Yes, go on. You were saying?
Refine or better to
Refi-
to better.
Well, yes, I know improve means to refine or better, but in the case of the Arctic, I don't think we can improve the Arctic. I think with the Arctic, you want to save it, right? Because people
Yeah.
say that it's in danger.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't think improve is the best word. I think the right word is what? Is it
Mm,
like you
I don't
would
know how to say
well,
another word.
you say saving.
Be saving. Oh, okay.
You can also say protecting.
Protecting.
Okay,
Okay.
you can also say saving, because they say that the ice is gonna melt, things like that, right?
Right.
Saving the Arctic. Okay, it's like saving the environment. Okay, now let's try made by. So when you say made by, you're talking about the maker of a product. Okay, so let's say for example, this chocolate
Uh,
cake was made by my mother. Okay, like that.
okay.
All right, it's your turn. Can you make one? Make a sentence.
Product which is made by China. Which made by China.
This is a
Oh,
project
which
made
by me. Made by me. Made by me. Made by me.
made by me. Okay, let's make it specific. What product are you talking about?
Maybe a candle.
Okay, this candle was made by me. All right. Okay, let's try interact with. Interact. So in an interaction, you have an exchange. You are talking to someone. That person is talking to you. You're listening to each other. You're responding to each other. You are interacting. Okay. So
Okay.
let's try and make a sentence for that.
Um, they are learning how to interact with their peers.
They are learning how to interact with their peers. Okay, that's a good sentence. All right, soaring prices. We always hear this about the economy, about inflation. Okay, can you make a sentence for that?
Um, um, the soaring price surprised me. The soaring price surprised me
Surprised me. The soaring prices of what?
of vegetables.
Okay, vegetables. So are the prices of vegetables really soaring?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's try this one, such as
Um, uh, I like the fruit such as tomato, apple, and banana.
okay, I like fruits such as tomatoes, apples, always say it in the plural, and
Okay.
bananas. Okay, all right, very good. Okay, what about reflection of?
Reflection on is
Hmm,
uh, reflection on a complex task such as teaching is not easy.
reflection. I'm not sure about that. Okay, wait. I'll give you an example. Uh, the homeless situation in Los Angeles is a reflection of bad government policy.
Okay, okay, I know.
Okay, so did you see how I used it?
Oh, okay. Um, I did a lot of reflection on that.
I did a lot of, okay, they're almost the same. A lot of reflection. Reflection on that. Okay, reflection means to think here. This is reflection on. Okay, so
Okay,
this is correct, but our collocation is reflection of. Do you see the difference?
okay,
It,
okay.
it's of and not on. So in fact,
Let me let,
this is a
let me
different
make
word.
another. Okay, let me make another sentence.
So it's like looking into the mirror. So the reflection is like you're looking at two things that are the same. So in my example, there is a bad situation in the city. It's a reflection of what the government doing in that city. Okay, so you can use it as a cause and effect uh you know adjective.
Okay, let me make another sentence. Language is a reflection of culture.
All right, that's a very, very good sentence, and that is true. Language is a reflection of culture. All right. That's it. Okay, last one, depend on. So when you have one person who is stronger than the other, okay, children must depend on their parents for their upbringing, right? So it's when somebody or something needs a stronger entity. That is when you're dependent on something. Okay, so it's your sentence.
Okay, I can only depend on you.
I can only depend on you. All right, because you are very dependable. Okay, good job. Can you read all the sentences from the beginning.
Okay. The distinguished professor was a well-known in the campus.
Okay.
He distinguished himself by being the first in his class. I can distinguish the buildings in the distance. He was a distinguished actor, and it is important for us to reduce the waste. There's an axle going through the center of a wheel. Sometimes decisions baffle and enrage me,
Baffle.
baffle and enrage me. He was making a phone call while I was watching TV. Saving the Arctic environment is an appealing idea. This chocolate cake was made by my mother. This is a candle was made by me.
This, okay,
Is
sorry. Again.
this candle was made by me.
Okay, good job. Okay,
Mm.
next.
They are learning how to interact with their peers.
Mm-hmm.
The soaring prices of vegetables surprised me. I like fruits such as tomatoes, apples, and bananas. The homeless situation in Los Angeles is a reflection of bad government policy.
Okay, very good.
Okay. Language is a reflection of culture. I did a lot of reflection on that. Children must depend on their parents for their upbringing. I can only depend you.
Oh, sorry. I can only depend on you.
I can only depend on you.
Okay, good job. Do you have any questions about the words?
No, no.
Okay, very good. So now we are going to go back to our topic last time. Remember, we were on a topic, and you chose was number 2, international flight. Okay, so we're gonna go back to that. Our objective is for you to create or to make your own essay on that topic. All right?
Maybe I
Okay.
can change my topic. It is. I think the international flights is very difficult for me to write.
Oh, yeah. So you don't want to use the ideas that we came up with last time?
I can change. It can I change it to pollution?
Let's see. Okay, pollution. All right. So if we're going to talk about pollution, then you have to come up with new ideas. Uh, and we're going to change the ideas that we came up with last week. So, okay, so let's talk about pollution. What are the different kinds of pollution?
Mm, the 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 global warming.
Let's see. Wait a minute. So our topic is pollution, and your first idea is global warming. Okay, what is the connection between global warming and pollution?
Because of the pollution, it produced the carbon carbon dioxide, and it will make the temperature of the earth rise, and
Okay,
so the
yeah, pollution produces carbon emissions, which makes the world temperature warmer.
yes, and the glaciers the glacier
Glaciers,
the
yeah,
glaciers melted.
glaciers can melt, okay,
Yes, can
because
melt.
of the carbon emissions. Okay,
Yes.
all right, that's good. That's a good connection. Okay, anything else you want to? Another type of pollution. What else can you think of?
Mm,
So we have land, we have sea, we have air, We actually even have
The
noise. Mm.
the desertification of land.
Decal, desertification, decalcification. What was that? How do you spell it?
And desertification.
Okay, yeah. Desert. By the way, sorry, I forgot if I asked you. Can you still write on the screen? Are you capable of writing on the screen?
Okay.
I
Uh,
I think you can. Okay, it says in my app you can. Can you try and write on the screen? I just want to see if you can do it. Desert
okay.
the certification,
Of land.
desertification of land.
Yes.
Wait, let me check if the spelling. Can you actually type on the screen? Can you try?
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay, I know. When fertile land becomes a desert. This is the one, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, I agree. This is one of the ways we can destroy the environment. But how would you connect that to pollution, for example? How would pollution make a fertile land become a desert?
I think because people cutting down so much trees,
Yeah, and
and it will make it will make the desertification of land.
I agree. Cutting down trees will be bad for the soil. It really is bad for the land, but I still don't see the connection to pollution.
Because mm,
Okay, let's define pollution before we go further. Pollution is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. Okay, that is pollution. Although it is true that cutting down the trees will make it's bad for the land, but it's not exactly pollution, right? When you cut down the trees, it's sort of not the same as pollution, because pollution is when you make your environment dirty. For example, oil spills into the sea, or when the trash is all over the street. Actually, when you have trash or waste just lying around your building, your apartment, for example, that's already pollution.
okay, okay. What about the ozone spares? Destroy destroying
Destroying what?
the ozone.
Okay, destroying the ozone layer. So it's again related to number one, right? Destroying the ozone layer through, I guess, through carbon emissions. Is it? So it's the same
Yes.
thing as number one. Okay, so a very simple example of pollution is just littering, isn't it? What is littering? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
What is it?
To throw away the rubbish
Just throw rubbish where?
everywhere.
Everywhere, exactly. Like on the street, on the corridor, right? Along the
Yes.
corridor, like in your school. Okay, it's everywhere. So it's not putting the waste in the proper trash can. So that is the very simple example. But it's still, is this a problem in your city? For example, I know there are some cities that are clean, some are dirtier than others. What about in your city?
Mm,
is this a problem?
actually, it is not. The biggest problem is the 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 chemical pollution.
Oh yeah. So in your opinion, Shenzhen is very clean and the streets.
Yes, yes.
So it's more on chemical pollution. All right, give me an example of chemical pollution. So this is a very serious problem, I know. So can you think of an example of chemical pollution?
The chemical plants always making some some things that will produce the dirted um dirted
Mm-hmm.
smoke.
All right. Chemical plants. Mm, not just chemical plants. It's actually the factories, right? Factories
Yes,
release
factories.
smoke into the air. Okay, now there are chemical plants that leak toxins or poison into the land and the water, right?
Yes,
This actually happens a lot, and it's very, it's very serious because, ordinary people like you and me, we can't really do anything about it. The only people who can do something are the business owners and the government, right?
yes,
But this is a very serious source of chemical pollution. So this has destroyed the environment in a huge way, many places in the world. Okay, so you have chemical pollution and okay, we have oil spills, remember? So what is an oil spill?
oil spill is like the US used to do.
Yeah, but what is it? It's not just the US, by the way. Okay, it's many countries in the world who have a shipping industry. It's any country that have, that have cargo ships.
England, Canada,
And
gas leak.
China, gas leaks.
China?
No, oil spill is like releasing oil into the seawater or the ocean. Okay, and you can't help it because they're passing into the sea. Okay,
Oh, I know.
and then you have
It will
the
pollute the ocean.
yes. Okay, ocean pollution. Okay, there's a lot of ways you can do this. It's like throwing trash,
Rubbish.
yeah, rubbish into the beach, right?
Yes,
Into the beach, and then the waves is going to just take all that rubbish and bring it into the sea.
yes, and it will
Okay,
it
so
will cause
uh-huh.
many animals death.
Yes, it will kill the animals. And it's not just that, it's factories dumping what? Toxic water
Toxic water
into the
into
what?
the sea, into the
The
sea.
the lakes, the rivers, the seas. Okay, so again, this is something that we can't stop because it's part of the system. So the people who have to do something about it is the government or the company owners. Okay, this is beyond us. Can you think of anything else besides this? Anything else?
Hmm. What about uh what about people
Oh
smoke
yeah,
in a public area?
great. Smokers smoking cigarettes, right?
Yes,
Cigarettes in the public area. You're absolutely right. Okay, when you see this happen, what do you do? Do you just stay away or?
I will make them. I will tell them don't smoke in the public area.
Mm,
Uh, and smoking is bad for their health. So please smoke less.
okay, that's right. unfortunately, they still do it. Okay, so these are good ideas. Okay, these are good ideas. So based on these ideas that we have come up with, can you think of a good topic sentence to cover, these different ideas? So this topic
Okay.
sentence is going to be your main idea, and it will control the content of your essay. So can you think of one?
Um, um, pollution, pollution now affect our lives in many ways.
Okay, pollution affects affects our lives in many ways. Okay, very good. Many ways. So this is still, broad enough to cover all the ideas that you put in there. Pollution affects our lives in many ways. Okay, that's good. So now what you need to do is to come up with an introduction, right? Okay, and then come up with the body. Okay, choose 3 to 4 points to focus on, and then you have to come up with your conclusion. So you can build it around your topic sentence, and this is going to be your homework. Is that okay?
Okay.
Write an essay out of your brainstormed ideas. Okay? So this is it. I'm going to send this to you. Okay? So you can take a picture of
Okay.
that as well. All right, very good. Good ideas. Do you have anything more to add or anything to ask before we end our lesson?
No, so just I only have to write an essay about pollution, right?
Yes, and to help you in crafting your essay, you're going to use this topic sentence. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
the topic sentence will help direct the writing of your essay. So it will be easier for you. And you're going to use your ideas here. Okay? You don't have to
Okay.
use all of them, just choose the ones that you want to use. Okay. All right. Very good, Kathy. So you did very well today, and I'll see you again next time. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night. Bye bye. Take care.